The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, Lord.
Jesus took Peter, James, and John, his brother, and led them up a high mountain by themselves. And he was transfigured before them. His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became white as light. And behold, Moses and Elijah appeared to them, conversing with him. Then Peter said to Jesus in reply, "Lord, it is good that we are here. If you wish, I will make 3 tents here, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." While he was still speaking, behold, a bright cloud cast a shadow over them. Then from the cloud came a voice that said, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him." When the disciples heard this, they fell prostrate and were very much afraid. But Jesus came and touched them, saying, "Rise and do not be afraid." And when the disciples raised their eyes, they saw no one else but Jesus alone. As they were coming down from the mountain, Jesus charged them, "Do not tell the vision to anyone until the Son of Man has been raised from the dead." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Each year during ordinary time, we go through one of the Gospels, basically in order. This year we're reading the Gospel of Matthew. We don't read every verse of Matthew's Gospel, but we go through it story by story and cover pretty much all of it. Except in Lent, we go out of order. Every year on the first Sunday of Lent, we hear the story of the temptation of Jesus. That's found in chapter 4 of Matthew's Gospel. It's right after the stories of the birth of Jesus and his baptism as an adult. After the temptation, Jesus begins his ministry by calling disciples to follow him. And then we hear the Sermon on the Mount. We heard a part of that 2 weeks ago. Every year on the second Sunday of Lent, we hear the story of the transfiguration of Jesus. That's found in chapter 17 of Matthew's Gospel. Jesus has just told his disciples for the first time about his passion. Peter objects, saying, "That can't happen. Disciple must take up their cross and follow him." Then he takes Peter, James, and John up the mountain. He's transfigured before them. And Moses and Elijah appear to them. Moses was the one through whom God gave the law. Elijah was one of the great prophets. Now, Peter wants to make tents for them so they can stay there. They're right here with 2 of the great leaders of their history. And down below, there's all kinds of trouble. So let's stay here. God says that Jesus is his beloved Son, with whom he is well pleased. Jesus isn't just one to receive the law. And Jesus isn't just a prophet to call us back to the law. As we heard in that passage from the Sermon on the Mount a couple of weeks ago, Jesus said he came not to abolish the law and the prophets, but to fulfill them. Jesus doesn't just command us to love and be merciful. He is the love and mercy that fulfills the law. That's why Moses and Elijah leave and Jesus remains with them. And that's why Jesus says they have to go back down the mountain, because it's down there that they will live out the love and mercy that is Jesus. And that is where we too live out the love and mercy that is Jesus, all the way to the cross. Jesus instructed his disciples not to tell the vision to anyone until after he had been raised from the dead. They don't understand it yet, so they shouldn't talk about it. After the resurrection, they will understand. After they know the whole story, they won't just talk about it, they will live it. We know the whole story. We already share the new life of Jesus. That's why we don't look for a mountain peak to hide from the world. We do just the opposite. We lean into life. We lean into everything life throws at us, because that is where we live out the love and mercy that is Jesus. And in doing that, we continue his mission of fulfilling the law and the prophets today.